Are you in my heart? Well, good afternoon, everybody. You're listening to the Soulful Sounds of Afternoon Delight, one of the most exciting afternoon R&B shows online every day. Today, I'm spotlighting a soulful artist that I really wanted to have on my show. I want to welcome R&B sensation down there in the South in Alabama, Noel Gourdine, to the Soulful Sounds of Afternoon Delight. What's happening, my brother?
Ain't nothing to it. Simone, the radio feel good, man. What's shaking with you, bro? You good?
Hey, you know it. I'm good, man. I got you on the line and talking about your great music and talking about who you are. You know, it's always good to be able to spotlight great R&B artists like yourself that's impacting, where you are and across the country with your soulful sound, man, just like the name of my show. So you definitely got it going on.
Well, I tell you what, I really appreciate it, man. And speaking for everybody else, all the other artists in my genre, man, we all appreciate it, man. We really do. We need the voices to speak up for us and keep this legacy of this great music going, man. And I really appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. I want you to say good afternoon and hello to all of those fans and supporters you have out there. They can actually see me in the studio, but hear your handsome voice. So go ahead and say hello.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? This is from Noel Gourdine. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, keeping your ears tuned. My man Simone, the radio feel good man, and myself, Noel Gourdine. What's happening?
That's what's up. So, no, let's begin. Let's talk about, man, first of all, I was reading some information about you. Your roots have come from the church, and certainly God has tremendously blessed you. You're doing a whole lot. I read some information about you, and you're making an impact in your work. Let's talk a little bit about, the inspiration of you being an artist to get into this industry from a young man.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it took a lot. It really tests your patience and your loyalty, because I'm a loyal person, and as we all know, this industry it's not based on loyalty, and you would think it should be, and very well could be, but it's a lot of times it's not. But I've always believed in persistence and putting that hard work in, and what you put into is what you're going to get out. And having a great team is just another, facet of the industry that makes it a little bit easier for you to have a great team that believes in you and believes in the project and what you're doing. So, it's been a long time coming for me to get to this particular place of where I am in the industry and my career and such. And, it's truly a blessing to have, family and friends and people professionally around you that believe in your craft and what you do, and you as a person. So it takes a tremendous amount of effort and belief and faith to step out on that ledge and just continuously do what you believe in and what God has blessed you to do. So that's what I'm doing. Okay.
And when did you start in the R&B industry?
Wow, man, I'll tell you what, I was probably,
they need to know a little bit about that.
14 years old, and when I really started, I'm 32 now.
Okay.
I was 14 years old when I really started getting into it. And, performing at hole-in-the-wall clubs back in Boston and Massachusetts, and, just doing it just to let people know I was serious about it. And, I had all that great music of the past to study, that my pops used to play continuously in the car, that I was always with him. So whatever he was playing is what I was studying, and what I've been studying from that time up to now, to make that music that I feel is is true to the legacy of old school, what they call them oldie but goodies.
Absolutely. I became more familiar with you and your music style from the song The River. Let's talk about that, because I was telling some folks, some of my friends and colleagues that I'm going to have you on the show, and they said, I know that song, The River, The River, The River. Tell us a little bit about that song that impacted radio for so long. Go ahead.
The River was special, man. It was myself, Balewa Muhammad, Arama Brown, who was the female voice on the record, and my man CK. We were in the studio in the Poconos, years ago, and we were just talking about how it was growing up, because either all of us was from the South or had family that was directly from the South, so we grew up in the South, and just talking about what it was like to go back to where our families grew up and have family reunions and cookouts and just family coming together and such. So we started talking about that, and that nostalgic feel that the music had to it, that KG and my man my man Face and all of those, Tramp and all of those guys had produced. Marcellus, my man Marcellus, that did that at that particular time, and we had just started writing stuff that was true in our lives, and true in love instances and family instances that we've all had. And it just, we wrote that record and recorded it in about 4.5 hours.
Wow.
And when I came out of the booth, man, I knew we had something special. And you know, it was just, everybody just gravitated to that record, and you know, that set records to get to #1 on Billboard and stayed there for 12 or 13 weeks. I mean, that just tells you, you know, people are looking for something different.
That's right.
And something that, you know, harkens back. And I came up with something. It's retro relevancy. You know, it's got that old feel, but it's still relevant in today's time, and people can still identify with it. So that record, The River, is always gonna be special. And you know, I get thanked for it every time I perform it around the country.
Absolutely. So tell everybody what you're currently doing. You have a lot on your itinerary for this new project. We're gonna lead up into that. But tell everybody what you've been doing, you know, since this whole year, actually, because you're performing and you're involved with so many other artists. So go ahead and share that.
Well, we've been getting this album together, City Heart, Southern Soul, that will be coming out next year in the first quarter. We was working on that. Myself and Marcellus Dawson, one of the producers on that, my man Ty Macklin, Taylor Swift, Reggie Myrick, the Heavyweights, Tremaine Williams, Track Addicts. I did a lot of writing and really working in conjunction with these producers and writers. Very few writers and producers on this project that we all had that same vision, and it seemed to come. It came to fruition in the way that we envisioned it. So. You know, I only worked with a few writers on this, one being Marcellus Dawson. We did the majority of the album together. Ashton Combs, my man, the lovely Miss Courtney Harrell. And we had a great time making this album. And it's, you know, it's just like getting back to that nostalgic feel that we had with The River, and with that organic feel, that genuine and authentic, timeless, you know, music that people, I think, will love, and the music that I've loved for so long and fell in love with, and that's what we try to put into this album, City Heart, Southern Soul.
Don't You Wanna? I love it, man. We're playing it in heavy rotation. Let's talk about that song, Don't You Wanna?
Don't You Wanna? Myself and my man Marcellus Dawson came up with that, and it's just talking about, you know, it's love really simplified, and it's getting back to that simple times that you and your lady can share. You know, it's just talking about sharing love. Don't you want to make some love? And it's got a nice rhythm to it. It's got that old school rhythm to it, almost that quartet-y feel. And it makes you want to get up and dance a little bit. That was featured on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last year. So you got a lot of love from that for that record.
No. Well, how do you want people to really know you? There's so many great artists out there. And yes, your style is different. Your style is good. We play you here on radio. But how do you want people to go away knowing who you are as an artist?
I want people to know me, Noel, as just an ordinary fella that's been blessed by God to make some music and sing a little bit and write it as well. But just having fun with music and you know, having fun and trying to write stuff that people can identify with and people can relate with, and everybody in your family can listen to it, from 2 to 92, you know, on up to your great grandmammy and pappy, and making music that really means something, and keeping my integrity intact, and just music that's gonna stay around for a while, you know, can stand the test of time, that timeless music, and that's what I'm all about, man. Just having fun while I'm doing it.
I know that's right. So tell everybody what's on your schedule as we approach these holidays, and I know you're going to be doing something with Anthony Hamilton, so go ahead and share that information.
Yeah, I got some shows coming up. I'm going to be in, you know, right now we're talking about it. It was almost inked to be with Anthony Hamilton in Fayetteville, North Carolina, next weekend. We got that coming up. I'm going to be in Killeen, Texas. I'm going to be in Virginia. You know, so everybody keep your eyes peeled. And I'll hopefully be in your neck of the woods very, very soon. I'm really excited about this holiday season. Been writing some original holiday records, some Christmas records, and you know, I'm really excited about that, and excited about the new release coming up in the first quarter of 2014 with City Heart, Southern Soul. So everybody keep your eyes and ears peeled.
So go ahead, Noel, and encourage our listeners and viewers to download Don't You Want It, to find out more about what you're doing. Go ahead and give them all those search engines. You're right there on Facebook. You have a fan page. You have a website. I'm sure you're on Twitter and all those great things. You're probably on Instagram, too. So go ahead and share all that information. Go ahead, brother.
Yes. On Facebook, I have my band page and my personal page. I implore you to join both at Noel Gourdin. It's NOELGOURDIN. On Twitter, it's at Noel Gourdin, again, NOELGOURDIN. Instagram is the same. My website is noelgourdin.com. And you can check out all my music on iTunes, Amazon. It's in stores as well, so all major stores. So y'all check it out and enjoy the music, and stay tuned, because there's a lot more music coming really soon. I did records with a lot of people, and you're gonna hear my stuff on a lot of great artists projects. So y'all just stay tuned.
That's what's up.
Coming full power this year.
I know that's right. No, Noel, you have made it so far in this industry, and a lot of people are very talented out there. You come across young artists that are just so talented. What words, because my show is all about inspiration and encouragement, what words of encouragement can you share to upcoming artists to not give up on their vision so they can make it one day to the river?
Yes, I've always, the thought that's always kept me going, Simone, was if I don't take a chance, if I don't step out on the ledge and make sacrifices, when I get 65, what am I going to say? What if I had done this? What if I had done this or that, or made this decision a little bit different? And that always scared me, so there's so much talent in our community, and, you have to do it. If you feel that's what you want to do when you wake up in the morning, then that's what you're supposed to do. So you put all your positive energy into it. Don't listen to the negativity, because negativity is everywhere in this day and age. So, stay positive. Surround yourself with positive people. Get yourself a team that believe in you. Turn to God, because God believes in you in the utmost, and you know that. So keep persistent. Keep driving. Keep climbing, because it's a tough industry, but it can be done. We've all seen it.
Right.
So just put your hard work into your craft, and you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. So,
great sound advice, Noel. And go ahead and give some shout-outs. I know you have so many that love you, but there are some special people who are making this happen with you. Go ahead and give some shout-outs to people that quite love you. Go ahead, brother.
Absolutely. I got to give a shout-out to my top-notch team. I got to say what's up to Marvin Mack, my manager. I got to give it out to Nicole, my old team, Yesenia, Shawana. We got Deirdre on the team. We got so many people that's doing things behind the scenes that people don't actually see. I got to give it up to John Michael, my little brother. And everybody in the industry. L. Young, my man. So everybody just stay tuned for the top-notch team coming through, and be aware for that release, y'all. The City Heart Southern Soul coming out in the first quarter of 2014. I really appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Noel Gourdin, Don't You Wanna? Noel, I want to thank you so much for joining me on the Soulful Sounds of Afternoon Delight. Tell everybody what you think of what we're doing here, man. And
I love it. I tell you what, y'all are the future of radio.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely the future, because I don't know, man, this mainstream stuff is kind of crazy right now, man. I really believe y'all are the voice, and you give us the vehicle. Us, meaning the people in my genre, soul artists, and people trying to keep this legacy of true soul alive. You really give us the voice, man, and I really appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing. God bless you.
I appreciate it, man. And when you come to Philly, don't forget to hit me up. We'll be right there. We'll broadcast. We'll support you. And we'll make sure that all of the listeners in Philadelphia know exactly what you're doing, okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you for your telephone call, man, and we appreciate you. Many blessings to you, and keep on doing that soulful thing, and be persistent, because that's what I believe in. All right, brother?
All right, now.
All right, have a good one. Okay, bye-bye.